Oh man, what up? What up? What up? What up, man? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm out here. About to do a little carving. Oh, we're gonna keep pushing on some carvings that I'm already doing. So that's what we doing. We're gonna keep pushing. So what's up, man? I'm out here. I gotta make some things happen. Shit. Whether I want to or not. We have to progress. All right. And I might need you. All right, so I am still carving. I'm still carving or still practicing. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. And it is true. You know, the more hours that you spend on something, the easier it is to do later on. So I have the two of these carvings that I started on. I've made some headway on them. I've made some headway on the carvings, but it's time to make some more headway. So that's what we're going to do, make some more headway on these carvings. So I have this one I got to do or finish. So I've gotten a little ways on it, and we're probably going to focus more on this one. But I'm at a point where I don't really like to do what I'm about to do. Frustrates me. It frustrates me. So let's get it though. So man, I've gone a long way on this one. But I'm at the point now where I'm almost done with it. Actually, I'm almost done with this one, but I have to go back and add the little things like the eyes, the mouths on the people. Last time I was just I hadn't done, I think last time I just did the boat. Last time I had just done the boat, but this time I have everybody just about almost cut out, almost done. Still got to make a couple of adjustments here. I got to work that hat, but I'm not gonna worry about this one right now. I might come back to it. So the part that I don't like, which is what I'm about to get started on, which frustrates me and kind of pushes me back a little bit sometimes, is the face. When trying to learn how to do these things, you know, it definitely can be a task, at least for me, especially trying to learn from just watching people or, you know, doing stuff on my own. It's harder for me to learn that way. I like to be able to ask questions. I like to be able to have somebody around, a teacher or something, but sometimes you don't always have that. Sometimes you don't have a teacher. Sometimes if you want to learn something, you might have to go out on your own and handle your business. So that's what we're doing, handling our business. All right, so on this one, I've already started. I've gotten a long way, the major stuff. I'll probably have to go back later and cut the middle parts out. And I started cutting the mouths out because that's the mouth or the teeth area is going to be the deepest part. So it's, from what I've come to learn, it's a lot of what goes and what stays. What goes and what stays. And bringing things to the specific depths that it's supposed to go to help give the illusion or the perception of what it's supposed to be. So, but within the faces, I've already done that to this carving. And within the faces, I have to, even though they're small, I have to get rid of the eyes. I have to get rid of the eyes because it's further back. So being that it's further back, I need what's going to be at the front to stand out and be more pronounced, like the noses. The noses, even though they may be small or they look just like a little hump or something, the noses still have to be taken out. Shalom, Boo Bear. Shalom. The noses still have to be taken account for, I should say. So like I did on this one already, I already have, you could see them. You could see the noses and whatever's on high, whatever's high. I have to leave it. I have to get it left, or, but that's the part that I hate, or at least at this point in my carving expeditions, because I hate having to get rid of stuff. I know it's always, you have to put it back, but sometimes putting it back the way, because I didn't draw it on here, I traced it on here. I took some carbon paper, put the carbon paper down, and traced the picture on top. And, yes, through muscle memory, yes, I have the picture to go back off of, and yes, I could redo it that way, but it just doesn't, it's not the same. It's not the same for me. It's not the same. So we're going to go through the step of working the faces and working the faces down. And in order to do that, we're going to have to make the nose protrude. So all this that's on the inside, all of the eyes, all the area that's on the inside, the eyes have to be lowered. It has to go down. It has to go down. It has to be taken away. Trash. It's trash. It has to be removed. So that way, the nose, when you go to feel it, you'll be able to feel the nose poking out. So, all right. This is part of the trials. I don't want to mess nothing up. These are for me. They're not for anybody. But, hey, man. Manoa. So first things first, we have to make, or I'm going to have to make indentions around the nose areas. I got to make indentions around the nose areas so that way I could, on all of them, this one needs to be done before I take away the eyes, before I remove all the eyes and push it back so that way the hair can look like it's more there. Come here. So I'm going to be using my chisel and this, the cat's in the garden. Okay, hey, come here. Go stand up go in the front room and get the other carving that I did. Okay. The carving of us. All right, so let's get it, man. Let's get it. Now, I'm not sure what depth it has to be. I just know it has to go. That's all I know. It gotta go. But I want it to be, like I said, I want it to be pronounced. I want it to be to where you can feel it at least somewhat with your fingers. There we go. That's better. I'm using my X-Acto knife. I guess that's what you'll call that. It's a box cutter. I'm using a box cutter. I find it easier. I have some X-Acto knives, but to me, right now this box cutter is easier. I could replace the it's easier for me to be able to replace the blades. All right. No. Now, how much, along with what I need to do, how much of this needs to be pushed back? That is the question. I don't know. So it's pretty much trial and error. It's trial and error of how much needs to be pushed back. I hate it. I hate it. But we're going to go ahead and do it. I'm not going to say it's like carpentry, whereas, you know, you measure twice and cut once. It's not the same. It's not the same in that aspect, but we're going to try to get it. All right. Oh, the part I hate, removing. All right. But while removing, I'm going to have to be careful. I mean, I can always go down. I have a lot of, the thickness is all right. So I have a pretty good thickness to deal with, but it's still making the right adjustment so that way it looks the way I want it to look. Hey, if you're trying this, safety first. Safety, safety, safety. Man, I've cut my hands so many times. Wear your gloves. Wear your gloves. I'm just trying to make sure that as I cut it, that I leave that little hump. As I take the stuff out, I leave a little hump. Put a hump, make it. Woo wait. Now, believe me, I need to have more control, but once again, it's still a learning process for me. It's still a learning process. Damn it, see? Now, I know sharp tools help, but boy. And my tools are not as sharp as they probably need to be. I'm still learning, so please, bear with me. I am still learning. There's certain ways that wood goes that I hate this part because I hate having to dig into it. I really do. I wish it could just be what I want it to be. Bam, up here. That's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. Might have to take the mouth down some more too. But at least the mouth is, or the teeth are done, so I don't have to draw them back in. It's the drawing things back in that you take away that be the issue sometimes. Man, especially if you're not sure how to get it. No, I'm not a good drawer of faces. I've never have been. Oh, you bitch. Don't do me like that. This is one of the hard parts, at least for me. Because it's so easy to make a mistake. And I'm still not sure how deep I have to go. Yeah, this damn, it's way more sharper than that damn, that chisel. Yeah, this one's sharper. And maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. It's trial and error. Practice makes perfect. Ooh-wee. I'm trying to use the hair as a key stopping point, or to kind of brace my blunt stop. Hey, DJ. Go help your brother get that carving of me and y'all off the front room. Over my barber chair. See, now it's raggedy right here. It's raggedy in this area, but you can see a little knot. I gotta be real careful around this area. Because it's around the mouth. It's around the opening of the mouth. All right. So I can feel it. And that's what I want. I just want to be able to feel it for me. Let me see if we can. Here's a lip. I don't want to push down too hard. There we go. Now it's coming off smoother. Oh shit. I fucked up the hair. Damn. Put it back in. Damn, his hair is gonna be fucked up on that side. Not fucked up, but it ain't gonna be what it was. So this is a carving of my of some of my children, of 3 of my children. My 3 youngest children. Yes, sir. Give it here.
I'll look for you in the video and
All right. So this is one of my older ones. This was the first one that I tried. The first one that I did. So this one came out good. So I need to. The objective is to make this one similar to the way I did this one. But I have to go through the same process. I had to go through the same process of dropping down the eyes out and taking it away so that way I could come back and so I could have, I wanted to have a little bit of a nose. I want to have a nose. I want to have something.
a nose.
Yes, sir. That's good. That's good. That's good. Thank
Now
you.
we put it back. Yes, sir.
No, you leave it right there. I'll put it back. I'll put it back. Put it on that chair, please. Thank you. Hey, go start your school. Trying to take it slow around that nose area. So that way I don't mess it up the way I messed up the hair. All right. I got that little hammer out, but I don't really use that hammer like that. I just got it out because I didn't want to go too deep on the on what I was carving. And this wood splinters. Wood splinters because of my tools. I don't know. kind of fix the hair. I kind of fix it. All right. Now, it has to be some different angles on here, but I'm not sure what the angles are. Not yet, at least. I'm just trying to stay within a certain area. All right, let's bring the teeth down some more. Because the teeth are too close to the lips, or what would be the lip area. Ah, shit. Slow. Gotta do it slow. Sometimes that's my problem too, the slowness of it. Have to be slow and steady. A little bit at a time. It's a little bit at a time. But sometimes that little bit at a time be killing me, man. I want to get it done. All right. So we got one down. So you can see the nose, or you can see where it's protruding a little bit. Got one down, two more to go. Two more to go. So in the tight areas, that's why I will use the something. Shalom, everybody. How y'all doing? So I can take away the rough shit. Try to give it a little bit more detail in those areas. Now, redoing what's already there is a lot easier for me than putting back, like having to draw the eyes all over again. I'm not saying I can't do it. It's just definitely a task. It look like some, well, speaking of that, Russian. What is Bootsoulja337? What does that mean? Shit. There we go. I still feel a highness. And that's another reason why I don't like to wear my gloves. Even though I'm wearing them now, I kind of hate wearing my gloves, man. But the gloves is definitely for protection. You definitely need it for protection. But I can't feel the high points. It's not that I want to make it even, but I need it to be a certain way. I don't want it to be high. I want it to be fairly, I don't want to say level, but fairly level until I turn it and maneuver it to the direction that it needs to go. Or once it's level, then I can start to see what direction it kind of needs to go. Now I'm using my mirror. I have a mirror right in front of me. So the mirror will tell me a lot. The mirror tells a lot. So you can see it. You can see the nose now. And that same thing has to be done for all of them. All three. One, two, three. Yeah. In these little areas, man, that's where your tools like this, man, little bitty tools like this, definitely come in handy. There we go. That's what I want. So even though I've done other carvings, it has been these types that, or at least the ones for, or the ones of my children or family type carvings like this. These are the ones that I have, I would say, helped me out a lot. One with my sons, you know, it gives them, they see me doing them, so they know what's going on. Daddy, that's of us. It's helped me with some of the learning to do some of the detailing. All right. Got the nose, mouth is secure for the most part. I messed up on this side of the hair, but when I round this off, hopefully that part of I could, you know, kind of blend it in, feed it down. If you are trying to carve, I'm not good at it, but keeping your tools sharp, you know, and sharpening ever so often as you go definitely is a plus. It definitely helps. It definitely helps. I'm still not sure, you know, that's things that a teacher would help with though. You know, I'm still not sure of the exact, am I sharpening them correctly? A teacher probably look at me, that shit dull as shit. Oh, it's dull, huh? Right now, I'm just out here getting it done. Get it done. That's just one. All right. All right. I'll say we got one. I would say we got one out the way. Man, that razor though, that razor, oh man, that razor just cut through that thing like some butter. It cuts so smooth because that razor be so sharp. I can see, look like he got a pimple on his lip because it look high. Yeah, I got enough. Any little high points will throw off the carving, or any points that's not in the angle that it needs to be at will throw off the carving. There we go. Oh, I think I got it. that way. Let's go at that angle. Since I'm going to be coming that side. Come on, sucker. Now I probably should get a let me see if this will help. Some 120. I don't know if I should be sanding right now, but that'll take out some of them lumps for sure. Oh, don't break my stuff. Made it smoother.
So you carved into it?
Yes, sir. I didn't really want to, but I have to.
You didn't really want to? You have to?
Yes, I have to carve in it.
You have to carve inside? Inside space?
Yes, sir. I have to carve a little bit.
Is that what happened to it?
So that way I could put his eyes later, and that way I can make adjustments for the nose.
Adjustments for the nose? Like this one? Yes, sir.
Oh.
They're gonna let chickens out in a minute.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go let them out. Just a minute.
Now I'm done with you.
Yeah. So that gave it more of a, it gave it a better profile. Yeah. So now I gotta do the other one. I guess I'll hold on to that sandpaper. That's one thing I do not like, man. I don't like having wood chips in my shit. But that's my fault for not closing my toolbox. That's my fault. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want my stuff to get dirty. Don't get me wrong, I know wood chips will be everywhere because of what I'm doing, I'm carving. But I could close my box. Now these this what is it this little knife thing, I got that shit from the Dollar Tree. I got it from the Dollar Tree. I was just trying to see how it worked. I have a whole bundle of them, but I didn't have them on me at the time. All right, let's try to go to the other now. Hey man, it took me an hour. It didn't took me damn near an hour just to do that side. But at the same time, slow and steady wins the race. And going a little slower, like how it feels, allowed me to correct, or at least now I can move on to the next step, which would be I have to draw back the eyes. If I was going to stay on this side, I would have to draw back the eyes. And I'm going to have to draw back the eyes. I'm going to, but not right now. Yeah, let's go to the other side. Let's get to this side. Start this one. Ooh. It's also why it's good to have damn stuff on. Oh, you bitch. Same thing here. I did the same thing to the hair on this side. Yes, sir, go ahead. Ooh-wee. There we go. Come on, bitch. I don't want to mess up the hair. There we go. Come on. Not too deep. There we go. Hey, shalom, whoever you are out there. How you doing? You know, once I get past this step, though, I think this is the hardest part for me is faces, especially in doing something like this. This will be the hardest part for me. Clearing away that. See, all this other shit, even though it's small, all this other shit gonna be easy. Or at least it is easy. It'll be easier. There we go. There we go. I don't want to take off that part of the hair. Did any fucking way. Come on, you bitch, don't do it. Oh. Yes, sir. Go ahead. high point right here. Edge of the model. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Come on, not too much. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little something. I still gotta fix it though. Well, getting some of these facial features be, oh man, difficult. Especially around the nose. It's just not knowing how, like when enough is enough. Oh, that's good. I'm good though. Don't go no more. There's also the angles. I know it's the angles too, but sucker. Work with me. Like my papa said, a beaver ain't got nothing on me. Let's see. Yo. Oh, you motherfucker. Maybe this will help.
You still carving it? Cause I'm
Still carving it though.
still carving it.
I'm trying to get the high spots.
The high spots. How you carving it? They're trying to get the high spots. Get
High
them off?
spots out. Yes, sir. I'm trying to get the high spots off.
And like you carved into it.
I did carve into it. I carved all the eyes out, which I didn't want to do, but I have to do it so I can get to the height.
And then you put it back in.
Yes,
Put the eye back in and you're done. Dun, 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 dun.
Come on, get out of there, sucker. Oh, there we go. That took a good chunk. Now we can move on to the next. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. I think I done all I need to do for right now, at least on the. So I'll come back later. I'll draw the eyes back on both of them so I can finish off the face. Look at that neck. That neck ugly. Got an ugly neck. Now I'm not good as the other ones yet where I can do this and look at the damn screen. Not yet. I'm gonna get there though.
Do you give me this one, please, right?
Yes, sir. Hold on. Boom. I'm still debating. I gotta see where I get to on the how far I can get first and how it looks once I get to that point. All right, I think I'm to a stopping point now. I'll come back later and finish my daughter face. Oh. know, sanding is also one of the parts I hate. I hate sanding. Sanding sucks. Sanding sucks. It really, really sucks. Sanding sucks, but hey, I got the top noses done. Boom, boom. So I'll stop it there. I'll keep going and keep pushing on my daughter face. I got to do the same thing I did to these two. Get rid of the eyes, bring it down a little bit at a time, and then I'll probably work them shoulders in a little bit that way. I'm gonna have to work her dress, gotta be underneath her hair, or I have to bring it down in this area. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to bring it down here, but I'm not gonna do that until after I bring the face down, because the face gonna have to be down behind the nose and back here behind the hair, so it can look like the hair is kind of sitting on top. But hey, I got somewhere. It's motion. It's some motion. It's some motion in the ocean. And I'm still undecided on whether or not I'm gonna cut this area out. I don't want it to thin the I really don't want it to thin the carving. I would need to cut this area and in here as well. And I'll probably leave the area in the feet to kind of keep it together. That's also why I want to keep this connected so it can act as one uniform piece. I'm just worried about the necks. I'm worried that the necks can become a breaking point. Even though it's not necessarily like it's going to be handled, or I don't know if I was going to do a one because the other one doesn't have a backing. See, this one, doesn't have a backing. So this one was the first one I did. Then this one was the second one I started on. And the third one I've done. All these that I got for me. All these that I've done, based on family, I should say. Based on family, these are the ones that I actually have finish or quicker to finish than other projects. I have other carvings that I haven't finished yet. I just don't have I don't have the in me, I guess, to finish them. But when it comes to doing things like this, stuff that I know that's going to be on my walls, stuff that my sons and my children can see, stuff that represent us, stuff that'll last longer. I'm trying to do like almost like a whole photo album of pictures. So like this is an actual picture. This one is an actual picture. It's just drawn. I had a neighbor of mine, Timoosh, I like the way he does his cartoonish, as people would say, it's cartoonish drawings. I like the way he's done his drawing. So I commissioned him to do me about five more drawings so I could add to the collection. And these I've been quick about. These I've been quick about. These I have been in a, I don't want to say in a hurry, but I have the drive. I have the drive to finish them. I have the drive to do them. So just like he did, I carved the necklace, but he did the drawing for this one as well. So man, I need to spray this one with some more stuff. I might go up there and do that. Now the eyes were never in there. I went ahead and did the eyes. As far as like on this one, you can see that there is no. You don't have the. I mean, you have where the eyes are, but there's no like eyeballs in there or whatever. So I added those, and some of them ain't. You know, it's off a little bit. It's off a little bit, but it's definitely something that every time, you know, the children walk in the house, they know where these pictures come from. My sons, they know where this comes from. They were there. They were there. These are memories that they definitely, I like that they can be able to go touch them and feel them. And, you know, hey, that's me. That's my brother. That's daddy. That's papa. They great grandfather, 90, about to be 92. He was 91 at this picture. I mean, 91 when we took this picture. He's still 91, but this happened like last year. Or maybe it was 90. He's either 90 or 91. He in the 90s. I know that. He was in the 90s in this picture. You know, but hey, I'm happy for the progression. I'm happy to see where I've progressed. I don't know where it would be on a grading scale as far as for, you can see the little nose. I don't know where it would be as far as a grading scale, like say a teacher was grading it to see, you know, I wish I did know. I still got to do this part too. I had to finish that part of his head. But it's progression. It's progression. So these both will probably be finished around the same time, so I could figure out whether or not, because I'm not far off on this one either. At least for me, it's probably a lot more details that somebody who's been carving for 35 years and 40 years, with 20 years would be able to do. But yeah, once I get the hard part down for me, which would be the faces, I think everything else will be a piece of cake. I've made major headway on all the other stuff, like, you know, their bodies, major headways done. It's just like the little detailing stuff. Like, even though definitely the beads are going to be a task because they're so small, and to be able to make them actually look like beads is going to be a task. But, you know, I'm ready for that. I'm ready to hit that task. I think I'll be able to make it happen. I think I'll be able to make it happen. It's just going to be a little tedious, a little time consuming because they're so small. But I think the round over gouge, or yeah, gouge, I think those will do. I think they'll do good. I think that gouge will do good. I think I got a small one, and I haven't really used it like that, but uh, I think the round over gouge will do good, and I don't have to go deep. If I could just knock them in on certain sides, it'll make it look like a ball, and which once it does that, it will give the effect. It will give the effect of beads. I would just have to come back and paint them. But so far, so good. So far, so good. See, I hate to see them like this without any eyes, but I know that the progression has been made. I know that the progression has been made. I'd rather see them without the eyes right now than with the eyes, because I know I'm still stalling. And when I got to the eyes point, I was kind of stalling on them. It wasn't until, you know, I did these where I was like, okay, maybe that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. I have to move past that point so that way I can move further on into the carving game. I really want to be able to do portraits. I really want to be able to do portraits. I want to branch off and do. I seen this a guy on my Facebook. He does One Piece pictures, and he's working on a Goku from Dragon Ball Z right now. And you have to know what stays and what goes. You have to be able to make it pronounced. You know, if it's a nose, you have to make it to where you can see it and feel it. See it, feel it, know it's there. You can look at it and be like, okay, that's the nose. You want to make it look as much like the picture as possible. But boy, is it a task doing this YU. But I've been in YU for a minute. YouTube University. And these are the points where I've gotten to through YouTube University. You know, from a lot of hours of watching other carvers, a lot of trial and error on different pieces, a lot of wood chips all over the place. But hey, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. Ooh-wee. But that's gonna be it for today, man. That's gonna be it, at least for this, for the live, man. I appreciate everybody who stopped by, check me out while I was trying to do some shit. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. It's still a learning experience. So I try to not get discouraged. I try not to get discouraged because a lot of times I do. People say I'm further along than I think in my mind, but you know, it's the opinion I have of myself. People say I'm too hard on myself. I'm not where I want to be. It's not where I want to be. I want to be a magnificent carver, one who can explain the things that I'm doing, so that way I can help others that might want to know. Because I definitely want to know. I definitely want to know, and I want to branch off. I want to be able to do big carvings, big ones, like how the Asian people be carving whole sceneries and whole tree trunks. I would love to do something like that, but I have to get to the point of knowing what I'm doing. Right now, I'm still. It's like riding a bicycle sometimes, you know, like you're gliding along, and I know I'm still gliding along, you know, but or coasting. I'm just coasting along, but I want to be moving. I want to be moving along, not just coasting along. But I said no motion. Some motion is better than no motion, so the coast gonna have to happen, and I'll be content with the coasting along until I can build up the confidence in the stuff that I do, and also build up the experience in what I'm doing to help me move faster along. You know, hey, it is what it is. But I'm out here doing shit, building shit, carving shit, reading shit, learning shit, trying to have growth. Growth. You have all that you need to succeed. I have all I need to succeed. I just have to succeed. And I succeeded today in the one step that I wanted to do for the most part, which was, you know, get the noses. Get the noses in so I can get the rest going. Hey, but until next time, man. Shalom, everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Keep pushing at whatever you're doing. Keep learning at whatever you're doing. Keep practicing at whatever it is that you're doing. Don't let nobody discourage you, man. They might not like what you're doing. It might not be for them, but it's for you. It's for you. So keep pushing, keep practicing, man. Shalom, everybody. Shalom. I'm out here.